there is this clip that is all of a sudden going viral on X, and I'm sure that Keir Starmer does not want you to watch it. I think he'd prefer MI6 to remove it from the internet instead. Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In this video, I'm going to be discussing this clip right here that I can only imagine Keir Starmer does not want you to watch, and he'd prefer MI6 probably to remove it from the internet. Now, of course, before we jump into it, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and as a disclaimer, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or particular group, religion, etc. So let's jump into it first and foremost with my thanks to Dr. Malouf at Real Malouf for sharing this on X. A brave English woman tells it like it is to a Muslim man and a fake priest. Now, I've been able to find this clip on the original YouTube account it was posted on. So let's have a gander at the clip in question. I'd imagine that Tuti Yukio does not want you to watch and would, given half the chance, get MI6 to remove it from the internet completely. Let's have a gander at this.
You'll have your own strong viewpoints, but I believe that they can be civilly talked. I don't think that wanting to ensure the future survival of my people is unacceptable or should be seen as offensive to other people. We have a right to our exclusive identity, our home, history, heritage, culture, and to exist as a peoples. Nobody has the right to take that from us. The people who are trying to take that from us are the extremists, in my opinion.
And I don't think that feels at all like exclusive or kind of contradictory with this lovely man could make a home here, because he's a gift to the Britons, the Picts and the Romans and the Saxons.
How do we explain to 1 million white children that have been raped in racially and religiously motivated crimes by people of his community? How is my community supposed to reconcile the fact that they opened up their doors, gave refuge to people that said, please let us come here for a better life, and then what do? Rape, rob, extort, terrorise and kill our people, and you expect us not to be angry about that?
Yes, I recognise none of that in this lovely man, and in most.
But it is coming from his community against mine, and it's racially and religiously motivated by foreign peoples that have come into our country from our gratitude and kindness.
Rape, though, is not an exclusively Asian thing. There are white folks who.
Yes, there are white men that rape. Yeah. There are rapists of all things. The difference is that this is a racially and religiously motivated act of genocide that is targeted against our people to cause our peoples harm. In the Genocide Convention, it specifically states, B means causing physical and mental harm to members of a specific group. So you're not going to argue with me that gang raping children is not going to cause them serious physical and mental harm. And the difference is there's been 1 million white children, 1 million white kids in the last few decades that have been raped by Muslim Pakistani men. It is targeted, and our community have a right to be angry. If it was any other country and any other peoples, they'd be burning down the homes and trimming you out the country. But because white people are so tolerant, so far all we've done is demos, but that will come to an end, and I assure you. And we don't involve ourselves in gratuitous violence and terrorism. We're white people. We desolate continents, we wipe out civilizations, and we start world wars. So far we've been tolerant, but you wait until that tolerance is gone, when the Anglo-Saxon no longer wishes to tolerate the rape, robbing and extortion and theft of our identity. What's going to happen
from Germany or from Britain? Because they were originally Jutes and Saxons were Angles from Germany.
The Anglo-Saxons are a mix of the Celts and the Saxons, all northern Western European white race people. We have no genetic difference in our composition. Europeans are all one brotherhood. Before that, there wasn't any black, browns or Asians or anything else living in Britain. In fact, in the 1950s, it was less than 0.3% in Britain were foreign.
Syria, so what was Europe then? But even the definition, even the concept of Europe, Europa, Europea, was different 1,000 years ago. The Romans included Northern Africa, they included parts of Syria. So there's been a heritage of change. The terms you're using, what is Europe, what is Britain, all this has constantly changed. And human beings have been moving.
At all. Britain has been known as Britain and Great Britain since the Romans, right?
Britons.
Okay, we can say the same, right? So your home doesn't exist. It's been populated by lots of people. There's no such thing as Asians or Pakistanis, and it would be perfectly fine if we were to wipe you out. Let's take your your lands, let's take your identity, let's rewrite your history so that you're not part of it and make you not exist. You know why? Because nations and people are so interchangeable that it doesn't matter if we genocide an entire peoples, because we're all the same, right?
Katie Fanning, Bubba Kate versus the...
Yep. You can imagine now why Keir Starmer does not want you to watch this clip, that he'd prefer MI6 to remove this from the internet. Now, if you want to watch the rest of this video, I'll make sure it is in the link. It's linked in the description bar below on YouTube. I'll also make sure if you're watching on X that it's in the description above the video kind of situation. But my goodness, Katie Fanning, right? What she's saying, some of you might think, well, some of what she's saying actually makes sense. But why does it make sense? Because it's a very highly intelligent argument that she is bringing forward to these two men right here. She's bringing facts. She's bringing knowledge. She's someone where she's turning around and saying, don't F with me with your platitudes and your watery arguments, because I'm actually going to come with some substance here. I'm actually going to come with some facts here. I actually know. I've got the knowledge. That's, for me, what I'm getting from Katie Fanning right there, and respect to her for it. Because the most hardest person to debate ever, as far as I'm concerned, is someone that actually knows their facts inside and out and is able to pluck them at a moment's notice in an ever-changing debate to support their argument furthermore. This kind of debate is absolutely damaging for Keir Starmer and his cronies, because essentially Katie Fanning is dismantling their arguments easily without breaking a sweat by using knowledge and facts. That is a dangerous combination for Keir Starmer, his Labour cronies and the left. Because what was their answer to Katie Fanning in all of that? What did they do? Well, I noticed it, didn't you? They tried to change the goalposts, right? The Muslim gentleman in this clip was like, well, actually 1,000 years ago, Europe also included North Africa, Syria, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And Katie Fanning's like, yeah, but when you look at Europeans, in terms of northern white Europeans, we all have a DNA structure that we share. You guys don't have that. See, a lot of these arguments that Katie Fanning was saying in this clip, I'll be very honest with you guys, I hadn't heard before. I'll tell you something, thanks to Katie Fanning, I now have a lot more in my arsenal when it comes to debating this issue. What do you guys think to this clip? Do you now understand why Keir Starmer doesn't want you to watch that clip? That clip is arming you guys with more knowledge and more facts, where you guys can then effectively debate against the lefties, against the Labour cronies, against Keir Starmer. It's more knowledge. And knowledge, guys, is power. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course, unfortunately, due to the state of the UK, there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternerd tribe here on YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Steph Alternerd. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you guys ultimately think to this clip? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.